Christian, what's going on? What's going on? My name's Shamor. Nice to meet you, man. My name's Shamor. Right? Did he teach you any commandments? Teach you any commandments? Brother Taza. Hey Taza, what commandments did you teach?
I only taught him about swine.
Just swine? All right, get numbers 15 and 37. Right? And somebody pull up a picture of the Mexicans wearing fringes, right? I'm gonna show you this. And so you know something that's crazy about the fact that how we know y'all are Israelites from the tribe of Issachar, y'all
Gucci sandals on the way, I'm slime up. I won't join no gang cause I speak truth and I ain't slime enough. I can't kill my brothers, we the same, it's just not adding up. Esau, he a killer, genocide, he keeps attracting us. Most I say be fruitful, multiply, so we be adding up. Compare his seed to the sand of the sea, we deep, so you can't add us up. My people, they got hate inside their heart, they wanna paint us up. Grew up in the red zone, blood tears, I see red flags on us. This world be killing me with lies the way they capping on me. Like these publicans, they coons and seeing the way they taxing on me. Prove what you say, the evidence, show me the facts, lil' homie. Don't hold your tongue, just bring it out. What's on your mind, lil' brody? Riding on 4 Giottos, bougie, how we sip Moscato. Feast days of the Lord, champagne be rainy poncho. Salvation of the Lord's people, come on, we need that pronto. Wisdom, yes, it bring riches like we just won the lotto. Keep these commandments in the faith, my brother, that's the motto. Most High humble you quick, boy, if you think you macho.
Christian, what's going on? What's going on? My name's Shamor. Nice to meet you, man. My name's Shamor. Right? Did he teach you any commandments? Teach you any commandments? Brother Taza. Hey Taza, what commandments did you teach?
I only taught him about swine.
Just swine? All right, get numbers 15 and 37. Right? And somebody pull up a picture of the Mexicans wearing fringes, right? I'm gonna show you this. And so you know something that's crazy about the fact that how we know y'all are Israelites from the tribe of Issachar, y'all actually have a city in Mexico today that's named Issachar. It's damn near the exact same word, literally. All right, so like how my brother Tazak was showing you, all these things that we see on the poster right here, the exact same things happen to y'all. So that's how we know and we can identify very heavily that y'all come from this tribe, right? And the brother got some pictures to show you because we want to submit this home for you. All right, the proof is in the pudding, like people say. Right, what you got right there?
This is the Tiano laborers in a cotton field on the Fall Family Ranch in McGregor around 1937. Women and men worked together in the fields to support their families, and the photograph was by Lucidia Heredre, Teresa Palamo, Acosta collection from the American Collection, University of Texas at Austin.
God, you can show me.
Y'all in the cotton fields.
That's y'all in the cotton fields, right? Somebody getting a picture.
Same double, different level.
God, so I'm gonna show you this commandment, right? Bring this up.
In the book of Numbers, chapter 15, and verse 37. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel.
All right, what's your nationality according to the Bible? What you just learned? Yep, that's right. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar.
That's right.
So that means that this commandment is spoken to you. All right. All right. Listen to what it says.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Right. So all the brothers got their mighty fringes on. Brother got blue, gold. I'm wearing black today. Got the white. You can go crazy with it. And you know how a lot of Mexicans, they wear the ponchos, they got the fringes on them. That's because we've always had this commandment. Right now you're learning why. This is why we wear them though.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So now we gotta have a blue blue ribbon, Salaki, with it as well, talking like Tazi. Gotta have a blue ribbon on that thing. All right, keep reading. Now this is why you wear those.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
Right, so you look at them to remember all the commandments that God teaches you. So just like how the Lord told us, let this man. Right, so just like how God told us there are certain things that we can't eat, there's a certain way that we got to treat our brothers as well. Right, there's a certain way that you got to treat your parents, which that's going to be the lesson today. Right, you have holy days that the Lord told us to keep. You ever heard of the Sabbath day? The Sabbath, I'm going to show you that real quick. Go to Exodus 20 and 8. Right, read on that.
All the commandments of the Lord, Salaki, and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
And what?
And do them.
So you wear the fringes to remind you the commandments and then to do them. So you know how some people, if they got a problem with like cussing or something, they'll wear like a rubber band on their wrist and they'll pop it every time they cuss. It's the same thing. It's a physical reminder. So anytime you're gonna go against God's laws, you look at your fringes and you're like, damn, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's that same kind of thing, right? Keep reading.
And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a-whoring.
Right, so let me ask you real quick, that the other brother that was with you, was that like your blood brother or just a friend? Friend, okay.
Yeah, I know it's since elementary.
Since elementary?
Yeah.
Right, see now what's crazy about that is, who's the young lady he was with? That's his girlfriend? Right now, the Most High made it manifest. Now we see in the Bible, the Lord said we wear these fringes so that we can control where our eyes are going. Now, your friend, unfortunately, he followed his eyes after his girl. But you still here and you looking at the men of the Lord that's trying to be servants for God. You see the difference? Right? So once you start wearing these fringes, Lord willing, it's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna see that every day. Every day you waxing, you're growing stronger in the truth. You're growing stronger in your knowledge of the Bible. That's because your eyes gonna be focused on God. All right, so I don't want you to take this lightly. God kept your feet right there. He said, I'm gonna have Christian standing like this. He gonna kind of have a foot up on the bike, on the little thing, and he gonna be chilling there for 45 minutes. You didn't even know you was gonna see us today, did you? You had no idea. That's because the Lord wanted this to happen. All right, so don't take it lightly. It's deep, ain't it? It's deep. Now I'm gonna show you this commandment about the Lord's Sabbath day.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse number 8.
Right. Hold on, let me ask you this real quick. What was y'all getting into today? What were y'all doing?
I was just riding and then we was gonna go home. We don't even live here.
Y'all, where you from?
We're from Muskegon.
From where?
Muskegon?
From Muskegon?
Yeah, we just came for the car show.
Okay. It was cool?
Yeah, it was nice.
All right, you got a dream car?
Yeah.
You do what is it?
And it's an Impala 64.
An Impala what?
That's 64. 1964.
Let me see what that look like. Pull it up on your phone. Let me see what that look like. I ain't never seen
I
that.
like the build. That was nice.
It's cool?
Yeah.
Hey, look, Christian, you'll never believe this. My dream car is an H2 Hummer.
What?
An H2 Hummer. That's my dream car. I'm gonna tell you why. It's kind of wild. I saw LeBron driving it one day. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. That was it. Ever since then, I was like, that's it. But you said an Impala 6'4"? You seen it? Nah, I ain't never seen that. So it's like an old school car?
Yeah, it's an old school.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Y'all, Instacar love the old school cars, man. Y'all rock it through. All right, so now, y'all was going around just chilling today, but you didn't actually know that this is God's rest day, right? The Lord told us that we got to work 6 days throughout the week, and then we have 1 day to just chill, relax, get in our scriptures, be around your brothers, and thank the Most High for what He did for you throughout the week, right? You, how old are you? 18? So you got a job right now?
Yeah.
You do? So you're probably a very hard-working young man, right? So all the hard work and labor that we put forth, at some point after the end of the week or 2 weeks from down the line, get a check. Now the Lord, He easily could have took that job away from you a month ago or someday this week. So that's why we got to keep His commandment and acknowledge the fact that He kept this job with us, right? So we can keep working and provide for ourselves. So we're gonna share this commandment.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse number 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Right, so the 7th day of the week, that's the Sabbath of the Lord. Now the word Sabbath is Shabbat in Hebrew. It literally means rest. Bring it out. So that's your time when you relax and you chill out. So literally, really, you were supposed to be, what was your friend name? What was his name? That left with his girlfriend.
That was Jose.
Jose? Yeah. So you and Jose, y'all really supposed to be kicking it. Y'all supposed to be at the school with us earlier.
Actually, we were supposed to
You know, chilling.
be home in a minute, so.
Yeah, okay. We gonna wrap it up for you, right? So give me Revelation 21 and verse 12. Give me Matthew 15 and 24. All right, or you know what? Actually, let me get Galatians 4 for you. Now I'm gonna show you these last two just to show you why this is so important. Because again, the Lord chose you to be here. He easily could have said, you know what? I want Jose to be here, and I'm gonna send Christian down the street. He could have said that, but he wanted you here. All right, so don't forget that. All right, don't forget it. So I'm gonna show you why this is important. God, start at verse 4. Yeah, we'll start there.
It's the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse number 4. But when the fullness of the time was come, God sent forth his son, made of a woman, made under the law.
All right, so what is the Son of God's name? All right. All right, that's closer. That's better, right? Now, if you look here on my chain, right, at the bottom, you see this name in the Hebrew. Now, the way you pronounce this name is Yahawashai. All right, Yahawashai. Now, the name Jesus is essentially just a Greek version of that name. It's a Greek version. So Jesus' real name is Yahawashai. All right, say that one time for me. Yahawashai. Yahawashai. There you go. All right. So this is talking about Yahawashai, the Son of God. It says that he was sent. Now watch the purpose of that.
Verse 5. To redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons.
So Christ was sent to die so that you could become a son of God as well. So don't take that lightly, right? That's why you need to learn this. That's why you need to learn these commandments and never forget it. You got a flyer? Somebody gave you a flyer? All right, all praise. Now I'm gonna show you this last one. Now this the icing on the cake. It don't get better than this. All right, read that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 12.
Right.
And had a great wall and high.
So this is talking about God's kingdom. Watch the description that it gives for it.
And had 12 gates.
How many gates?
12 gates.
No, it's just one.
12 gates.
Read.
And at the gates, 12 angels.
So you're going to have bodyguards in front of the gates, right? In God's kingdom, they're going to be standing like this, and then they're going to have a little, notepad, whatever. We don't know how it's going to look. Right? It's probably going to be something 100 times better than a notepad, but they're going to have names on it. But watch what the gates have on top of it.
And names written thereon. Which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
So God's kingdom is a VIP only club. That's it. Only these 12 tribes can get in there. So that means that for you right now, when Christ's kingdom comes on the earth, there's a gate for Issachar. And you got a spot in there waiting for you. But you got to keep the commandments to get in there. That's the only way. All right. Now, do you want to get in God's kingdom? So what you going to do to get it? Right, you're going to go to the gate of Issachar, but how do you get in the gate? What do you have to do to earn it? What do you have to do to earn it?
Repent.
You got to repent, right? I'm going to show you the last verse. Give me Luke 10 and verse number 2. Get this. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar. Christ's kingdom has a gate waiting for you. It's the only way you can get into it. Bring it out.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 10 and verse 35.
Right.
Verse 25. And behold, a certain lawyer stood up and tempted him, saying, Master, what shall I do to inherit eternal life?
Right, so our kingdom that's going to be under Christ's rulership, that's going to be eternal life for us. We're never going to die in there. We're going to have peace forever. This is how you get in there.
Verse 26. He said unto him, What is written in the law? How readest thou?
When Christ was teaching this man, he said, whatever the Lord tells you to do that. So that's what we telling you to do. Read the laws of God. Have faith in Yahawashai, and you will receive eternal life. All right, brother, he said he had one more for you.
The book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 12.
Right.
Here is the patience of the saints.
Right.
Here are they that keep the commandments of God
And what?
and the faith of Jesus.
So you got to have the faith of Christ and keep the commandments. All right. So, Christian, right now, the Lord got a spot waiting for you, but what you got to do to get it? Repent? What did you just say?
Keep the seat.
Keep the
Commandments.
That's right. And the faith of who?
The Lord.
The faith with the Son of God. What's his name?
Well, Jah.
I got you. I'm gonna walk you through it. Yahawashai. Yahawashai. That's right. All right, Christian man. You be safe. All right, bro. Most definitely. Be safe. All praise to the Most High. That's beautiful, man. Said you speak spirit. God, all praise to the Most High. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into the lesson. Give me Sirach chapter 3. I'm going to have both y'all hold that. Get Sirach chapter 3. All right. So what's beautiful about that is when we look at all these things, all these curses that took place to our people, is we got to think about the effects that this had on us, right? So when you look at this, think about this brother right here, right? Got his back beat in. We got to think about he had children. So where were they at? Right? Brothers got to think about these things. Look at this baby right here. Look at that baby that's about to be eaten by an alligator. He he never had the opportunity to be taught the words of Christ. Right? So that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how we treat our mothers and our fathers, because now.
So the family, they checked out the picture, right?
Come talk to us, family, real quick.
They say, well, you got the picture right there.
What's up?
He said, well, it don't say he black or white. I said, well, let's see.
You said the Bible don't say that? How you know that?
Let's see.
All right, we gonna get into it. I'm gonna show you real quick, right? Y'all give me Revelation. We're gonna show you. Yeah.
Book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 13.
Real quick. Hey, because you got to think about it like this, right? If you believe in the man we know is Jesus, there's only one place you could go to learn about it. That's the Bible. That's it. There isn't any other text where you can actually read his words and a description of how he lived his life. All right? Now let's read it. Yep. And we gonna play spiritual baseball. We got 3 strikes. So let's look into it. Let's do it.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed in a white garment to the foot, and the girt about the paps with the golden girdle.
All right, so he had a long garment on. Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
They were what?
Were white like wool. As white as snow.
So he had white woolly hair. We got brown, stringy, straight hair. That's strike number 1. All right, let's keep it going.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
All right, so yeah, fiery red eyes. This guy got blue ocean, sky blue eyes. That's strike number 2. All right, hey, it's not looking too hot for this guy right here. Not looking too good for him. All right, we're gonna keep it going.
Verse number 15.
All right,
and his feet like unto fine brass.
All right, now what does fine brass look like? What that look like? If y'all know.
What color is brass?
Fine brass, it's all good. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna walk y'all through it. Fine brass would be these various shades you see right here.
Got it right here, too.
This is fine brass, right?
And you got it right
It
here.
would be a shade of brown. Now watch what type of shade of brown it says though. Bring it out.
As if they burn in a furnace.
As if what?
As if they burn in a furnace.
So Christ was so dark, it looked like he burned in a furnace. That's strike number 3, because that's a pale, red-skinned guy. So that's 3 strikes. So y'all actually just learned that the Bible does tell you what Christ looked like. It does tell you that.
Dark-skinned man with woolly hair.
Hey, the brother had one more verse he wanted to show you.
Now, when you read the Bible breaks down his whole appearance from the Old Testament all the way to the New Testament. Now, you read where it said he had feet skin of bronze, right? He had fiery red eyes, right? Okay, peep this. In the book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 6. His body was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire.
Same thing.
And his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass.
Polished brass. You got a question? Oh, you about to say? Okay. So y'all just learned in the Bible that the man we know as Jesus is a so-called black man.
That's right.
All right. Y'all be safe. Y'all Israelites, family. Lord willing. Through the Spirit, right? So we can get into the lesson. Let's get Sirach chapter 3. Y'all both can hold it.
Yep, got it.
All right. So again, I want to talk about the byproduct that these curses had on us. We weren't taught how to treat our parents. All right, so we're gonna start it from the top.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 1.
All right.
Hear me, your father, O children, and do thereafter, that ye may be safe. For the Lord hath given the father honor over the children.
Right, so the Lord gave the father honor over the children. It doesn't say the basketball coach. All right, it doesn't say the football coach. All right, it doesn't say the after-school teacher's assistant. All right, and when you look at a lot of the stories that our people have in their success, they had these type of father figures. But where's their actual father? That's what we're coming back in these days, right? And you got a lot of great fathers up here. You got the beautiful brother Dino. You got Kazak with his beautiful princesses, right? Got the Ottawa Kabash. We got fathers that's coming back to the right way to raise their children. We had a sister walk past and said that we just out here yelling and we're not doing nothing for the community. She don't know what's going on, right? She don't know that we changing and breaking generational curses one day at a time, ripping them off and telling our son, hey, I love you. You can come talk to me whenever you want to. So we're not teaching them, hey, look, you got to fend for yourself. go out in the streets and do it on your own. You got to talk to your boys about it. No, come talk to your father about it. All right, we changed that narrative. Read on.
And hath confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons.
Right, and the mothers are getting in order. They're learning their true position of, I gotta teach the children the right way to walk in life. Whatever my husband teaches me, that's what I gotta teach them, and they're gonna be safe when they follow the words of God. Right? And, you know, brothers shouting out of course because their mother wasn't over them in righteousness. All right, keep it going.
Verse 3, whoso honor his father, making an atonement for sins.
When you honor your father, sins get wiped away. Now, how many of us would just love for every sin that we've ever sinned to get wiped away just because we honored our father in word and in deed? We will all appreciate that. So that's why we got to meditate on how we dealing with our parents. Now, I understand in this truth, we got difficulty with it, right? Our mothers and our fathers, they be the chief house of Satan at times to push us down and keep us away from following Yahushua. But we got to dwell with it in wisdom and remember that the Lord is seeing that. All right, the Lord is witnessing those things. Keep reading.
Verse number 4, and he that honoreth his mother is as one that layeth up treasure.
Right, so now we know how Yahushua, he talks about laying up treasures in the heavens where moth can't get to it and it can't rust. This is a way you can lay up treasures. Honor your mother.
That's right, bro.
All right. When your mother is growing sickly, you should be the first person to run to her and say, "Look, I got it. Don't worry about it." You sit down and you relax. Right? You sit down and you relax. Sister, come listen to one Bible verse. One Bible verse. I like your shoes though. All right, keep reading.
Verse 5, whoso honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children.
Right.
And when he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard.
Wait, when he what?
When he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard.
The Lord is giving you cheat codes of how to get sins wiped away.
That's right, brother.
He giving you an answer of, hey, look, if you want to pray for that new job because your family's growing, you want to make sure you can provide for them, honor your father, I hear that prayer.
Right.
It's right here in the Bible. All right, where'd you leave off? Verse 5?
Verse 5.
All right, you can hold it. I'm going to have you read yourself. Pick it up verse 6.
In the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 6. He that honoreth his father shall have a long life.
Right.
Salaki. Shall have a long life. And he that is obedient to the Lord shall be a comfort to his mother.
Now, how many mothers do we have out here that's laying up at night trying to figure out when is my son going to come back in the house? Because we not obeying the laws of God. Right? How many of our sons are dying before they get to 18, before they graduate high school? Because they're not listening to their father. That's why they don't have a long life. The answers are right here. So when that sister walked by and she said, we're not doing anything for our community, again, she's lost. She don't know what's going on. All right, let's get a quick precept on that. Give me Hosea 4 and 6, whoever can get it. The difference between a long and a short life, it's not necessarily knowledge, it's the application of knowledge, and that's wisdom.
That's right.
All right, so let's get into it.
There's the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6.
Right.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Right.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
All right, give me Sirach chapter 1, and let's go to verse. You know, you good. That was messed up already. You can leave it there. Go to Sirach chapter 1, and you keep reading.
I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
Right, so this is our knowledge. It's the law of our God. Right now, with this knowledge, again, you grow in wisdom and you're able to understand the words of Yahushua. So read this.
In the book of Sirach, chapter 1 and verse 25, the parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom, but godliness is an abomination to a sinner.
All right, so it says the parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom. All right, so the way that you understand these things is you got to grow in wisdom. And where do you get that? Chiefly from your fathers. When they go throughout their long life, they see all the mistakes that they've made, and they read these words such as Sirach, such as Proverbs, such as Wisdom of Solomon, such as Ecclesiastes, and they can tell you, hey, look, son, don't do that. That's not the way to go. Right? Stay on the straight and narrow path. Like Dino said earlier, keep your eyes single. And we got our fathers to teach us these things, and we listen, how much longer would our lives be? Go back to Sirach chapter 3. All right, we're going to go back to chapter 3. All right, because again, this is what we need. All right, Con, continue.
In the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 7, he that feareth the Lord will honor his father.
Now you got to ask yourself, how much do I truly fear the Lord? Are you honoring your father in word and in deed? Because if you don't fear the Lord. It's that simple. Keep reading.
And will do service unto his parents as to his masters.
So if you go to work and you work harder for the damn overseers, but you don't put that same energy towards your parents, you going the hell off. Right? And you know what? Hey, yo, when you put this video up, I want this to be titled To the Children of Israel. All right? To the youngest, to the babes in Israel. Because we got to learn how to treat our parents. That's right. This is why the Lord's smiting us with all these curses, because we don't want to listen to our fathers. Right. All right? How you feeling, King? How you feeling, Elder?
I kind of understand our history. And I'm a little pro-black, and that's everything. It's not pro-black, that's I understand. About being with the people.
Elder, you can speak louder.
We got things.
What's our lineage, brother?
About briefly speak without getting into too much about us being the first people on the planet. Or am I wrong when you think that's
No, we teaching the Bible, right? We're trying to figure out who he is according to the Bible.
Well, I understand, but according to the Bible, and but I believe in science also. And I'm asking you a question. Do you believe we're the original people, the first people on this planet?
I mean,
that's a question I'm both for you.
Some would say, yeah.
Some would say, what do you say first?
I believe we're God's chosen people. Yeah, well, you can say.
Elder, this is the speaker right here.
Right? Melanated people.
You say what?
Melanated people.
I mean, the so-called East Indian is melanated.
That's what I'm saying.
Are they original people? It's not necessarily based off melanin because man is formed.
We'll keep bringing it off for the argument, right?
It's not really
until we kind of come right.
What about the people?
I'm on top of that with you.
What about the people?
God, all right, we need both. God, bring it up.
Honor in the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 8. Honor thy father and mother, both in word and deed.
No, just say you love them.
Both in word and deed.
No, just say how great they were when you were growing up.
Both in word and deed.
So this is an example of faith and works. If you're going to be saying it, you got to actually be living it. You got to do it with your actions. Right. All right. When your father say, "Hey, look, after work, I need you to come and help me with this thing in the backyard," you go and do it. Don't say, "Oh, no, Abba, I can't. I'm too tired." No, get your ass up and go help your father.
That's right.
All right. And Sirach, he gonna school us on it. Keep going.
Time. Reading on. That a blessing may come upon thee from them.
Right. So a blessing is gonna come from your parents when you honor them in word and in deed. Now, right now, unfortunately, we're not living in a time where you inherit a home, right? But that's what this time is really talking. That affection that your father has towards you. Like, think about Joseph, right? Joseph, he was given that coat of many colors. Why? Because Jacob loved him. Jacob didn't say, "Hey, I'm gonna get us to Issachar." No, he gave it specifically to Joseph because he loved him. Now, it ain't no telling. The scriptures don't really give us the details on what Joseph was doing for his father, but he could have just been his best friend. Anytime his father needed anything, he was the first one running to him. He doesn't say that, but I would be led to believe that's what he was doing. That's right. Right? To be given that coat of many colors. Because then, we see his Akim, they had a vengeful spirits against him. They were envying. Right? They were envying him. But keep reading.
Reading on. Verse 9. For the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children, right? But the curse of the mother rooted out foundations.
Right, so how do we see this play out in real time? When we look in the scriptures, we see that the blessing that came from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob has established our covenant with the Most High. Think about it. Everything that we see in the scriptures, it play out when you look at the words of wisdom. It's right there. If just one of our forefathers would have slipped up, we wouldn't be here today. Right. If just one of them was like, you know what? I don't want that covenant. I don't believe in that God. I'm good. It could have went to Ishmael. Yeah. That's all it took. But it got established through our fathers. So that's why we got to walk in this same spirit of our righteous forefathers. Let me get a precept on that. Get Sirach, I believe that's chapter 44. All right, chapter 44, and there's two sides of that token. I tell anybody that asks me how my time in the Prospect program was, the greatest thing I learned is that before you can be a leader, you got to be the best follower. Before you can be an excellent teacher, you got to be the best student. That's why to this day, one of my favorite teachers is Yahweh All with SOT, because he always talk about his respect for Priest Sabbath. He always talk about him. He always talk about, hey, before you even knew I existed, I was on the class for 3 years, not saying nothing, just asking questions, reading. That's it. I was on the line, holding posts. When they asked me to read, I just read. That's what he say every single time. And now look at him. SOT is flourishing, it's growing, and it's being magnified through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because he was a great student first. He was a great spiritual son to Priest Sabbath. Now he can be a great father. So you gotta know how to do both. All right. Dino can't be a great father if he's not being a great son first. Right. You gotta have both sides. Right. All right. Keep reading.
God. Verse 3. Such as did bear rule in their kingdoms, men renowned for their power, giving counsel by their understanding.
All right. So these were renowned men. We can go back to chapter 3. I got the point. These were renowned men because they counsel wisdom. Go back. So right, chapter 3, I'm gonna have you read something like that.
You at verse 9.
Verse 9, when they had different voices going. And you also write chapter 3 as well. And if brothers got precepts, throw them out. Throw them out, let the spirit flow.
Sirach chapter 3 and verse number 9. For the blessing of the father established the house of the children, but the curse of the mother rooted out foundations. Glory not in the dishonor of thy father, for thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee.
All right, so this is where those proverbs come from, and those bywords that's spoken up against us. This is why each week in and week out, we can tell our people, hey, aren't all those jokes made about our fathers going to get the milk and never coming back? That's because that dishonor is not a glory to us. All right, what you got, Doc?
This is the book of Sirach. The book of Sirach, chapter 8 and verse 6, and it reads, "Dishonor not a man in his old age, for even some of us wax old."
All right. So we all gonna come to that time when we go in gray hairs and we'll be fulfilled in our years. So we have to be mindful of those things and remember that time is gonna come where our mind fails us. So we gotta show that same mercy to our parents. That's a great precept. All right, you got a precept? Still looking for it? Just let me know when you got it. Got it. All right, keep reading on us chapter 3. What's going on, big bro?
2 minutes, just 2 minutes.
Okay.
Come on, bro.
What's the word, Brody? Yo. 2 minutes. What's going on, big bro? What's your name? Ricardo. Ricardo? How you get the name Ricardo? Somebody in your family Mexican? Okay. I would have thought so. You know that rapper, what's his name? Rilo Rodriguez, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So let me ask you real quick, what's your race? African American, both sides of the family? Cool, you believe in the Bible? All right, most definitely. I'm gonna show you something real quick, right? Go to 2 Samuel, chapter 7 and verse 24. I'm gonna show you something real quick. So on this sign, you would say that you come from the tribe of Judah, right there? Judah, the American blacks. That's what you would say? Like you come from the American blacks? All right. So I'm going to show you something real quick. 7 and 24. What I say? 1 Samuel? It's 2 Samuel. 2 Samuel, 7 and 24. All right. So do you really believe in the Bible, or you just? We're going to see. All right, bring it out.
There, if you don't got it.
It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 7 and verse 24. Right. For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever. And thou, Lord, art become their God.
Right, so in the Bible, the Most High God, he has one group of people that he loves. All right, what's your name, King? Jonathan. My name's Shamar.
That's a mighty name.
Most definitely, yeah. That's you're walking on in the Hebrew. All right, we got a beautiful brother with the same name. So what y'all about to be taught today is that y'all come from God's chosen people, the Israelites. Now I'm gonna show y'all how we know that. Now this is that's important. Number one, because y'all are chosen of God. God didn't choose everybody. And let me show you that real quick. Somebody get Sirach 17 and 17.
Sirach, chapter 17.
I'm gonna show you what's cool about that.
Book of Sirach, chapter 17.
In verse 17, and it reads, For in the vision of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people.
All right, so look, out of everybody that God created, he has a God over them. All right, contrary to popular belief, there's a God over every single group of people that God made. Now watch what it says about the children of Israel, though.
But Israel is the Lord's portion.
All right, so Israel are the Lord's portion. We belong to the Most High God. Are you tapped in? Almost there. So out of everybody that the Lord created, we belong to him. Everybody else, they got their gods that they belong to. They do their own thing. The Lord don't really care about it. He put them to the side. Just hold. All right, so I'm going to show you how we know that, right? Go to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. Give me Leviticus 26 and start at 15.
Out.
All right.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
All right, so you believe in the Bible too? Not for real? How come?
I believe in God, but I don't believe in the Bible. The Bible contradicts itself. Every chapter of the Bible contradicts all different.
Okay, we're
talking in prison, all of them, and they don't.
Yeah.
No.
All right, we'll talk about it in a minute. I want to hear what you got to say about it. All right, most definitely. So, now Ricardo, you say you believe in the Bible. Do you know, like, have you read a decent amount of it? Or? Okay, that's cool. So, the Israelites in Egypt, they were slaves. All right, so the word Egypt right here is talking about slavery. All right, so I'm going to have him, when he says the word Egypt, I'm just going to have him put slavery there. So follow with me.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships. With ships. With ships.
All right, in our history as a people, how did we get here to America? Got our own ships, right? Now, did you know that was in the Bible as a prophecy? You knew that was in there? So you read that?
Yeah, I read most of the Bible. When I was in jail, that's all I did read about. Then old school, and I knew Dunn.
Yeah.
He read all the different chapters of the Bible, different verses of the Bible. And he was like, it really contradicts the Bible. Really contradicts itself.
He said that or you said that?
Most of the Bible made by man.
Yeah, he said that or you said that?
He said, hey man, when I read up on it, read all the, he showed me, he read the Old Testament, the New Testament, and another Testament. He was reading.
Okay, we'll talk about it in a minute, right? So, but you knew, you've heard before that this was a prophecy talking about us. You heard that before?
Talking about us when I read it.
Okay. All right, so we showed you something a little new, right? Now, Ricardo, in history, who else went into slavery on ships beside us? Did that happen to anybody else? From what y'all know? That was just us, right? All right, now keep going.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So that's a big part of our history in the Bible right there. We got sold into slavery on ships to our enemies, the so-called white man, and then nobody came to rescue us. We literally still live here. Right? Y'all know what our homeland is? Like y'all know where we came from before we got over here? You can say that, but we're in Africa. You know Africa got 52 countries. It's big as hell. It's huge. You know what I'm saying? So we got torn away from that to be slaves over here, and we still here. We never went back home. We don't even know where our homeland is. Right? I'm gonna show you this one more. Go to verse 28. It's like 47. I want the yoke of iron. I want yoke of iron.
Yeah, that's 48.
48. All right. I'm gonna show y'all this one real quick, right? Now just picture this with me.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Right. Hold on. I'm gonna let it pass by. Bring it back right before the yoke of iron.
And in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. Until he hath destroyed thee.
God, so look, right here, we just read in the Bible, it said that the Israelites build ships, they're going to be sold to their enemies, and then they're going to have iron chains around their neck. Now, if you look right here, Yeah, that's in the Bible. Just show them real quick. It really say that. Now, if you look right here, and make sure you locked in with me, King. Hey, Jonathan, make sure you locked in with me, right? So look, if you look at all these pictures right here, we got the slave ships, we got the iron chains. That's literally in the Bible. This was written 3,500 years ago. But you see how detailed it is? Like if I said, yo, I seen somebody that had a red jacket on, stacked jeans, and white forces. You know I'm probably talking about you, right? I'm talking about Ricardo. It's the same thing. When we look at these details, it can't be talking about nobody else, right? So that's how we know that we God chosen people out of everybody, right? Now look, this was deep about it. Hold it for one more second, right? Now, when you look at everything that's up here, this is all the evil that we had to go through here in America. Now, did y'all grow up with your fathers? If y'all don't mind me asking, did you just grow up with your pops? You didn't? What about you, bro? All right, now I'm gonna show y'all this. Watch this. Now, what about your granddads? Did y'all know them? Your granddaddy? All right, now, if you saw your granddad go through that, how would that make you feel? If you watch somebody whip his back, you'll be mad, right? So that's why we come out here in the cold, because we mad as hell about this. So we want our people to come back to the Lord, so we ain't got to see this no more. All right, now I'm going to show y'all this. Unfortunately, y'all ain't going with your fathers. Hey, brothers, let me get a head count. Raise your hand if you grew up with your father in your house. If you grew up with your father in the house. It's only 3 of us. I'm going to show y'all that's in the Bible too. All right, go to 54.
Deuteronomy 28, among you, and very delicate. His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
So that's why we see our brothers killing each other in the streets, right? That's why we got the gang violence, GDs, BDs, so on and so forth. This was prophesied in the Bible. Keep going.
And toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Now he gonna raise them in love.
Which he shall leave.
That's in the Bible. Now, think about this. It say this man, he gonna hate his brothers that look just like him. He gonna dislike his women, and he gonna leave his kids. Who that's? That sound like us, right? Now, tell me I'm lying, or did I just read it? I just read it, right? So who else could that be talking about? Nobody. Nobody. So I want y'all to be mad about this, because if that was my granddad, just like y'all, I'd be pissed off. All right. So this is what y'all got to do. Go to Leviticus. You got Leviticus 26?
Yes.
Right. I think I said like 15.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 26, and verse 15, and it reads, and if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning ague that shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart. And ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it.
That's on that. So to summarize it, all of this stuff happened in slavery, or having our babies eaten by alligators, our brothers hating ourselves, our backs getting beat in, getting sold on the ships, the chain around our necks, our fathers leaving us, brothers getting damn knees on their neck. That happened because we not keeping God's commandments. That's why, right? So I want y'all to think about how heavy this is. The reason that majority of us didn't go with our fathers is because we not listening to God. And we got people telling us that this is a contradiction, when in actuality, the Lord gave us this to tell us how to live right. Right? So like, y'all got kids? You do? How many you got? You got one? How old is Dave? Your mom? 6. 6? That's what's up. What about you, bro? You got 2? What's their names? Yes.
A Nicholas.
A Nicholas? That's a different name. A Nicholas? Where you get that from?
See, my baby mama, her name Ashley, so she wanted his first name to have her initial.
Yeah. Right. That's different. What about you, bro?
Kalani and Jakurion.
Jakurion and who?
Kalani.
Alani?
Kalani.
Alani?
Kalani.
Oh, Kalani.
Right.
Hey,
That's a beautiful name.
I got to get credit with my name.
Daughters?
All right, so look,
I got
now,
all 3 of them.
Now imagine if y'all left your children with their mothers today and never came back. Think about how hurt they'd be about that. All the stuff that y'all went through in your moms and us went through, I personally didn't go through that. The Most High blessed me with my father. But again, majority of us didn't have that. All that stuff y'all had to think about late at night, staying up thinking, damn, why my pops in the world? Imagine if y'all kids had to do that same thing. Would y'all want to take them through that? Would y'all want them doing that? So we got to come back to God and keep these commands.
That's why I want my son to go to.
Exactly. Right, exactly. So, read what I want. Go to Jeremiah 16 and 10. 16 and 10. I'm glad you said that, bro. I'm glad you said that. All right, now look. I'm about to give you all the answer how to change the generational curse that we got going on. I'm going to give you all the answer right now. Right, 16 and 10.
In the book of Jeremiah.
Because I got it.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 10. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt shew this people all these words.
All right, so we showing you all these words that's in the Bible.
And they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us?
Right, so now y'all probably thinking, why the hell did all this happen? Now, I'm explaining it to you. Keep going.
Or was it our iniquity?
All right, was it something that we did? Keep reading.
Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our God?
Right, keep going.
Then thou shalt say unto them.
Oh, real quick. Hey, Ricardo, you listening? All right, most definitely. I want to make sure you're hearing this. This is important. All right, because you got to teach your kids this too. You got to teach them this. It's important.
Then thou shalt say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law.
Right, so our forefathers, they didn't want to listen to God. They didn't want to do anything that he told them to do. The Lord said, thou shalt not eat. We said, no, the hell with that, I'm going to eat whatever I want to eat. The Lord said, keep the Sabbath day. Don't do no business on that day. We said, no, I'm going to do my own thing. Keep reading, watch this.
Verse 12, and ye have done worse than your...
Wait, what did we do?
Ye have done worse than your fathers.
We doing worse. Now watch what we got to do now.
For behold, ye walk every one after their imagination of his evil heart, and they may not hearken unto me.
So now we just got to listen to what he's telling us to do. All right. Now I'm going to show y'all what we got to do, and then I want to hear what you had to say about the contradictions. All right, because that's interesting to me. Okay, because I've heard some different things. I want to hear what you guys say about it. 26 and 40. 26 and 40. Verse 40.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, and verse number 40. If they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers with their trespass, which they trespass against me.
All right, so we got to confess the wrongs that we've done to God. But in order to confess that, you got to know what you did wrong first. Right? So, like, let me ask y'all this. Like, what's a pet peeve that y'all got? Like a pet peeve, like something that get under your skin. You don't like when people do it. Talking over you, I hate that too. It's like obnoxious. Like, it's annoying as hell. What about you, bro? You say what? Huh?
Not listening.
Oh, not listening? Right. So, if like, let's say your girl, right? If your girl was talking over you, she don't know that she doing anything wrong if you never told her, I don't like that. So it's the same thing with God. He literally told us what to do and what not to do to make him happy. So now all we gotta do is literally read it. It's right here. It's right here. So we just gotta read it. All right. So now I'm gonna get straight to the point. Give me Sirach. I believe it's chapter 47. All right, chapter 47 and maybe like verse 17. God, I believe this. All right, let me look real quick. Hey, Dino, say something real quick.
So with the brother, hey, he kind of bringing it almighty. All he doing is showing you the transparency of how you would feel if somebody was to do that to you, and the transparency of how God would feel if you, like when the Lord is saying, yo, don't do this to me, because that's my pet peeve. My pet peeve is, don't break my commandments. You know how you got a pet peeve, you like, hey, don't talk over me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. So the point that he's making is, don't be a hypocrite. If God say he don't like that, don't do that against the Most High God, because that's our Father, that's our Heavenly Father, and He is our God alone. He's no other nation God.
All right. Right. So this is right here, 45 and 17.
In the book of Sirach, chapter 45 and verse 17, he gave unto him his commandments and authority in the statutes of judgments, that he shall teach Jacob the testimonies and inform Israel in his laws.
Right, so right now, y'all got to get informed in your laws. Because again, if we read that all these things happen in the Bible to the Israelites, what would that make y'all? That would make y'all the Israelites.
That's right.
So that means that every commandment that's in the Bible, every law, every statute, if the Lord tell you, hey look, you got to wear fringes. If you're an Israelite, you should be wearing fringes. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. That's how we change these generational curses. I was literally just teaching the brothers about how our children supposed to treat their fathers. How would y'all feel if y'all kids was just disrespecting y'all, and every time you fed them, they said, get this out of my face, I'll go get my own food. You'll feel disrespected, right? You'll feel some type of way. It's the same thing with the Lord. He literally telling us how to live, and we like, nah, I ain't dealing with that, I'm straight. Right? So I'm gonna show y'all 2 commandments real quick, right? Give me Numbers 15 and 37, and then you give me Romans, right, chapter 12. Go to Romans 12. Can I read that?
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, and verse number 37. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Right, so now look, I know y'all like to get fly, right? Now like this fit, I'm gonna be honest, it's like a 7 out of 10. Now I'm just playing, That's a nod for sure. But you know what I'm saying, y'all know how like, we like to get fly. The Lord even told us a certain way to dress. Right, we just gotta drip it out. Like we God chosen people. We gonna make everything look good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show y'all something the Lord told us to wear.
Fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Now the only reason I said this fit a 9 is because you ain't got no fringes on. Now if you had, look, he got the white fringes. If you'd have had the white fringes off the white tee, that's a 10 out of 10 fit. That's a 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Right? But now look, this the reason why we gotta wear the fringes.
Verse 39, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them.
And what?
And do them.
So it's a physical reminder of all the commandments that God gave us. Like, y'all know how some people, if they got a problem with cussing, they put a rubber band on their wrist and they snap it every time they cuss. It's the same type of thing. You look down on it and you like, damn, I remember God said, I can't eat pork. Damn, I can't eat shrimp. I got to keep the Sabbath day. It's about the sun about to go down. Stuff like that. You remember everything he told you, right? Now I'm gonna show y'all this commandment. Go to Romans 12 and 1. So now one commandment y'all just learned is that God told y'all to wear fringes. Now I got black fringes with the blue ribbon. He got the all blue. Well, Dino got the gold, right? My brother right here, he got the tassels, right? We call them ZZs. You can get them too. Now if you could add some black joints on, crazy. What are we crazy? All right, get Romans 12 and 1.
In the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
So we got to be holy to God.
And be not conformed to this world.
Right, so we not supposed to be walking around doing everything that everybody else do. Right, now look, y'all got the shiesty mask on, but y'all know when they get to 12 midnight, y'all know what happened when people really throw them joints on, right? Get crazy. Brothers start selling drugs to each other. Somebody gonna die that night. We not walking like that. We not living like that. I love all my brothers up here. I never get them a damn bag of no crack. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Reading on. Reading on. Top of 2, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by renewing of your mind.
So the second commandment y'all learning right now is to renew your mind. Right? Be different. Walk around knowing that I'm a child of God. I'm not a nigga. I'm not an African American. I'm not a Negro. I'm not a goddamn blood. I'm not. What else? What else on the list? What other bite words we got?
Crip.
I'm not a crip. I'm not a gangster. I'm not a thug. You ain't none of that. You an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You a child of God.
That's right.
Right. So y'all gotta change y'all thinking. Y'all got kids that need y'all, bro. They need y'all. They need somebody to tell them what's the right. How do I make the right decisions in life? And y'all gotta be well equipped to say, look, hold on, baby. I'm gonna show you this real quick. Let me go to Proverbs. That's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to tell them, so, well, did you feel disrespected? All right, disrespect them back. That's how a lot of us got taught. We supposed to be taught, well, the Lord told us, if somebody be an enemy to you, then you bless them, right? Now, I'm not saying to just love everybody, but we gotta love our people. We gotta love one another, right? We gonna keep it. These are your people right here. Look at this. Everybody on this side. This is who y'all gotta love. The American blacks, the Haitians, the Puerto Ricans, the Cubans, Dominicans, Guatemalans, so on and so forth. The Mexicans, Native Americans. These are our people on this side of the earth, right? In Romans 12, right? Jump down to verse 10, right?
In the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 10.
This is just to talk about how to change your mind, because again, I don't want your kids to be going on the streets like, I would hate it to see, tell me your, was it a son that you had? And a son and a girl. What's your son name? Jacarion, right? I hate to turn on the news and say, God forbid, 15-year-old Jacarion slain in the streets over a gunfight. I hate to see that. I'll be like, damn, the Lord used me to show his father how to live life righteously. And the brother didn't listen. That'd be the worst thing if you know I could have told him better and I didn't. You gotta think the same thing for your children. If the Lord bless you with more, you gotta be like, the Lord sent an angel to tell me what to do, but I didn't listen to him. All right, keep reading.
The book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 10.
This is what y'all teach your children.
Be kindly affectionate one to another.
Right, to them people, they family.
With brotherly love.
Right.
And honoring, preferring one another.
So they gotta choose each other over anybody else. Keep reading. We're gonna read a couple verses.
Verse 11. Right. Not slothful in business.
So if they grow up and they become entrepreneurs and they got their own business doing whatever it is, like I make clothes, right? I make clothes, I customize shoes. They gotta be swift with it, right? The Bible literally teach you everything. It teach you how to save your money. It teach you how to invest in different things. It teach you how to treat your mother and your father. All that. Keep going.
Fervent in spirit, serving the Lord.
Right? They gotta serve God.
Rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer.
Right? And then they gotta continually be in prayer. So I want to ask you, what's some contradictions that you see in the Bible? Like, is there any that you could think of?
We can answer them all.
Yeah, we can answer them all. You ain't got none?
Right now. I'm just listening out.
Okay.
Right now. Oh,
all right. What's that? Give me some regular or Leviticus 11.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
Right. So the Lord told us there's certain things that we can and cannot eat. So swine, aka pork, we can't eat it. All right. So, hey, recorder, I want to make sure you tapped in with me. Now, because God said we can't eat swine, are y'all gonna stop eating it? Y'all gonna stop eating pork? Because God said so? Y'all stop doing it? All right, all praise to the Most High. That's beautiful. All right, what about you, big bro?
I ain't gonna eat stuff, man. I like to eat.
You say you like to eat? Yeah, I mean, I ain't about to tell you to starve.
That's why I work for my money, man.
Yeah.
Eat what I want to eat. You know?
Right, but you just can't eat pork because God said so. All right, so you gonna listen to that commandment for God?
I'll think about it.
You gonna think about it? What if God said, I'm gonna think about giving him another day? I'm gonna think about waking him up tomorrow.
Wow. My time.
Brother, you don't want to be like that.
Hey, but man, we ain't from here, bro. We trying to see the city, man.
Hold on. Where y'all from? Where you from?
Mississippi.
From where?
Mississippi.
From Mississippi? Yeah, I see that. What y'all doing out here? Work. You said work? What y'all do?
Cooling town.
Huh?
Mississippi.
Cooling town. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Okay. All right. Well, brothers gonna get y'all a flyer real quick, right? All right. We got a YouTube on there and all that. So y'all check the YouTube out. And yeah, man, just learn some more, right? Y'all be safe, bro. Y'all be safe. I'm gonna give one last preset. Give me Deuteronomy 29:29. All right. I don't never want to stop teaching. All right. I'm gonna teach as long as the Lord got me up here. All right, bring it on.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse number 29.
Bring it out!
The secret things belongeth unto the Lord our God, But those things which are revealed belongeth unto us and to our children forever.
How long?
Forever.
How long?
Forever.
How long?
Forever.
God, bring this on.
Mark what?
11:22. Right? So all the secret things of God belong to us, the things that he reveals to the children of Israel.
Book of Mark, chapter 11 and verse 22, and it reads as it is written.
Come in the Bible, bro.
And Jesus answering said unto them, have faith in God.
What did the Lord say?
Have faith in God.
What did the Lord say?
Have faith in God.
What Yahweh shall say?
Have faith in God.
God, and with that, we bid Israel shalom. Kum Yashalom.
Kum Yashalom.
Kum Yashalom.
Kum Yashalom.
Kum Yashalom.
Kum Yashalom.